Hey y'all, this is Dina. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so I am back tonight and I wanted to make a Halloween or fall inspired mug rug. And what a mug rug is it's like smaller than a placemat. And what you could use it for is you put on your desk or your table or whatever, and you put your drink and your snack on it or whatever, and it helps to protect your table. But it's cute and it's smaller than a placemat is what it is. I have one on my desk at work. I have made several for the inside of our house. Like my husband and I keep them next to the side of our beds. That way at nighttime, if you want to drink and you're watching TV in bed or something, you've got a drink there and it doesn't harm your furniture. So anyway, so that's pretty much what a mug rug is. So what you're going to need is you're going to need 2 pieces of fabric and a piece of batting, which I've already ironed it to 1 piece of the fabric. I have cut my fabric at 13 by 9 3/4, and I cut my fusible batting the same, so everything is the same size. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your fabric and you're going to put pretty sides together. Okay, so I'm going to put pretty sides together, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, put it on my sewing machine, and I'm going to sew it all the way around, leaving like a 2 or 3 inch opening on one end. That way I can turn it inside out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stick a few pins in the corners. That way it doesn't move around on me. You can just put it wherever you feel comfortable. I'm just going to kind of anchor down the 4 corners so nothing moves. Okay, now I've got that anchored down. I'm going to take it over to my sewing machine and get started. Okay, so I'm going to get you over here so you can see what I'm doing. Let me move it up just a tad. There we go. Sorry if that jarred you, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to start on one end. Just start wherever you're comfortable. I'm going to start on one of the short ends, and I'm going to start in about the middle. And I'm using 100% cotton fabric. I'm using 100% cotton on my thread as well. Okay, so I got you on the sewing machine. I've already got it lined up with the edge of my fabric, my presser foot on the edge of the fabric. And I back stitched, and now I'm going to just start sewing. I'm using a 2.5 inch stitch length. When you get to the corner, just pivot. That's why if you have a down feature on your machine, that's the best thing to use. That way then when you're turning a corner, it keeps your fabric exactly where you need it. So I'm going to go on all 4 sides, leaving about a 2 or 3 inch opening when I get to the other end. Okay, I'm going to turn it. I love this fabric. I found it. It comes by the yard in one of the little mini bolts at Walmart. And when I saw it, I'm like, how cute is that? My husband and I had went into Walmart to pick up a few things, and he came back and saw it in the buggy. I said, I needed it, okay? And he just looked at me and grinned. He doesn't care, you know. He doesn't care. He don't say nothing. So bless his heart. Puts up with me. Okay, over here, I'm going to go down this other side. Make sure you've got your fabric still nice and flat. After I'm done with this tonight, I'm cleaning my room again. It's a disaster again. Oh my goodness. I have to put things away. It never stays clean. And then you can't work because you just have a mess. Okay, I'm getting down to the end. Now I'm going to turn it. This is the last end. I started my stitching right over here right toward the end. You can see. Got it about over here. I've started my stitching, so I'm going to go down just a couple of inches. When I get to the end, I'm gonna back stitch, and I'm just gonna leave it. I might go a little bit more. Okay, now I'm gonna back stitch, and then I'm gonna get this out and I'm gonna turn it. This is so easy, y'all. So fast, so easy. When I first started making these, I took one of my coworkers and I told her, I said, hey, I want you to try this out. And I'd made hers in Mickey themed because she loves Mickey. She still uses it on her desk. It works well. Okay. I'm clipping my corners. That way it reduces bulk when you turn it. Make sure you don't clip your seam. Okay, so now that I've got it sewed, I am going to take it, I'm going to reach up inside here, and I'm going to turn it inside out. Get my mess over here. I'm going to turn it inside out, poke out your corners really well. You want to make sure that your corners look good. These are really fun. You can make them in so many different colors, whatever you like. Okay, so I've almost got all my corners. You can use like a chopstick or one if you want. Okay, so now, there you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give this a quick press. I want it nice and flat, and I'm going to press the end where I've left it open. I'm going to press that in, and then I'm going to go in, I'm going to take it and put it back on my machine, and I'm going to top stitch all the way around, and then I'm going to do some quilting lines on it, and then it will be done. So simple, right, y'all? Okay, so I'm going to give this to the iron. My mug rug, this is the end that I need to make sure is sewed closed. I'm going to sew all the way around, leaving like maybe a 1/4 of an inch border all the way around my mug rug. But I'm going to start over here. I like to start over here where the opening is. That way I capture that first. I want to make sure that's sewed first. Okay, so let's just put this under the machine. These are so quick and easy, y'all. These would be a good craft fair item too. They really would. Okay, so here we go. I'm just using a straight stitch again. And sew all the way around. Got that end all closed. And I needed to use my down feature. Walk along the whole edge. You can make your seam on the side or your top stitch as far away from the edge as you want. I do about a 1/4 of an inch. You can do these in all fun colors, y'all. These are so fun. I need to start making more. They really are fun and easy. Okay, we're coming toward the end. Okay, this is the end. Make sure you back stitch at the end, y'all. Want to make sure your seam is good and sewed, stuck in there. Okay, so there you go. You can see I have a seam going around the edge. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mug rug and I'm just going to sew some straight lines, maybe every 3 or 4 inches, just to kind of give it a little quilting look. So I'm going to start, and you can just kind of judge how far away you want them. So probably this is going to have maybe 4 lines going, let me make sure you guys are, this is going to have like probably 4 lines going this way and maybe 3 the opposite way. So hopefully that made sense. Okay, got this under my machine. I love this fabric. Okay, and you get to the end. You can choose to cut your thread there, or you can just kind of go over where you've sewed. Go down a little bit. Turn it. And then go straight down. Okay. Make sure if you're going back over your sewing lines that you make sure you try to go right on top of those lines. If you're a quilter, you know, if you would like to quilt this, you can do that too. It'd be beautiful that way. This is just a quick way you can do this. Okay, I'm going to do this last row, and then I'm going to go the opposite direction. Okay, now I'm going to take it, I'm going to go back down, I'm going to go down the other end. I just want to make sure that I'm getting it right on top of the seam. And I think I'll do 2 long seams going across this end. Okay, so here we go. Okay, you can do as many sewn lines as you want. I'm going to go down a little bit more. You can do as many lines as you want. For the sake of the video, I'm just doing two this way, so the video won't be too long. You can do them at a diagonal. You can do them any way you like. And there you go. Y'all, mug rugs are so simple. See, now you have a little placemat. So let me just show you how this looks with a really nice cup. Let me trim up these threads, and I'll show you what it looks like. So I have added my cute little pumpkins that I made the other day. Added a coffee mug. That way you can visualize the size of this. It would be perfect. Put a little snack. Have your cup, your spoon, whatever. Yeah, y'all, this is so cute. And it's just, the fabric is fun. You can make these in all different shades of fabric, prints, whatever you like. And yeah, so much fun. So much fun. And hey, the great thing is they protect your furniture. Anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed this quick little tutorial for mug rugs. Yeah, I'll come back again soon, and I'll make another one, maybe adding different fabrics and sewing all the fabrics together, or maybe quilted squares or something, and show you a different variation. But for this one, I wanted to show you this one with this Halloweenish style fabric, or the fallish style fabric. So anyway, I hope you've liked this. I hope you, if you're a sewer, I hope you give it a try. And if you don't sew but have a machine, I hope this inspires you to pull out that machine and start sewing. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this, y'all. And y'all, I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing. And y'all, hey, if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed and you like what you see, I've got tons of videos for you to watch. And if you're enjoying it, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye, y'all.